Lesson 5.2, Adding and Subtracting Like Fractions. To add or subtract fractions with the same denominator, write the sum or difference of the numerators over the denominator. So basically all you're doing is adding the numerators, keep the same denominator. Or subtract the numerators, keep the same denominator. And that works for any number as long as the denominator is not 0. In example 1, a survey asked 100 students ages 7 to 11 what sports apparel they prefer to wear. The circle graph at the right summarizes their response. What fraction of the students responded either Major League Baseball or NBA? So what we're going to do is we're going to find the sum of Major League Baseball, which is 23 out of 100, and NBA, which is 21 out of 100. And we are going to add those together. So add 23 plus 21 over 100, and you get 44 over 100, which simplifies. You have to simplify to 1125. Remember to always simplify the fraction. In example 2, we're subtracting like fractions. Now be careful because you need to write the numerators over the denominator. So I would take this negative and put it up with the numerator. This is subtracting, which you can think about as adding a negative. So now you're just adding the numerators. Two negatives make a negative, and it's negative 7 over 9. And it doesn't matter where the negative is as long as there's only one negative. These are all the same answer. For part B, I'm going to change subtracting a negative into adding a positive. So now we're just adding. 2 plus 4 is 6 over 11. Keep the same denominator. Please pause the video and find the sum or difference of number 1 and number 2. For number 1, you do 2 plus 4 over 7, which is 6/7. Number 2, 3 minus 8 over 13, which is negative 5 over 13. Example 3, we are adding and subtracting mixed numbers. To do this, you have to change it into improper fractions. So remember, around the world is what I like to call it. Multiply and add. You get 31 over the same denominator. 3 times 7 plus 6 is 27 over 7. So we add the numerators. 31 plus 27 is 58 over 7. And that can be turned into a mixed number, 8 2/7. Part B, change it into an improper fraction, which I already did for you. 113 over 10 minus 89 over 10. Put the numerators together and keep one denominator that's the same. 113 minus 89 is 24/10, which changes to a mixed number of 2 2/5. Remember to change it back to a mixed number because that's the simplified form. In example 4, we are simplifying variable expressions. Now, you're really just taking the numerators still and adding them. And because they have the same variable, you can add them together. So 4a plus 10a, well, 10 plus 4 is 14a over 21. Simplify the fraction part. 14 and 21 both divide by 7 to get 2/3, and then put the a in the numerator, just kind of bring it down. So 2a over 3. For part B, I would change subtracting to adding a positive. We're going to put the numerators together. Negative 9 plus 4. And remember, I always just put the negative up in the numerator. Keep the same denominator, which is 5b. That's the same denominator. Negative 9 plus 4 is negative 5 over 5b. And that simplifies, the 5's cancel out, so you have negative 1 over b. which is what that is. Please pause the video and try 3 through 6. Remember to change mixed numbers to improper fractions first. For number 3, the improper fraction should have been 35 over 11 plus 59 over 11. Add the numerators and then change it into a mixed number, 8 and 6/11. I would have changed this subtracting to adding a negative. When you are changing mixed numbers that are negative into improper, just bring down the negative. So kind of think about just changing the positive form into an improper fraction. So 13 times 4 plus 5 is 57. So it's negative 57 over 13 plus negative, because we just bring the negative down, 13 times 3 plus 6 is 45 over 13. Keep the 13, add 57, which is negative, plus 45, which is negative, and you get negative 102. Change to an improper mixed number, the improper to a mixed number, and you get negative 7, 11 over 13. For number 5, we add 8 plus 2a over 25, which is 10a over 25, which changes to 2a over 5. Add the opposite. Put the negative with the 17. Add positive 5 now. Keep 3c. Negative 17 plus 5 is negative 4. Negative 17 plus 5 is negative 12 over 3c, which changes to negative 4 over c. Be careful when you do this. This changes into an improper proper fraction where it's a whole number. However, the c stays in the denominator. Because that's where it started.